So as mentioned in the previous step, we have this Oracle eBusiness Cloud Manager, which helps you to do provisioning, which helps you to do take a cloning, which helps you to take a backup, and also it can help you to do a lift and shift. So these are the steps what we need to go through. So we'll have like three compartments. One is a network compartment, one is eBusiness Cloud Manager compartment, and another test compartment. So we'll be creating three sets of users. We are going to create groups, we are going to create policies, and these are the step-by-steps approach what you are going to proceed. So but let me take you through all of these steps. So first we are going to create like three compartments, right? So you can do in a different way. How you can do, you can only have one root compartment and you can have a shared compartment, but here what I'm doing is I'm selecting three different compartments, like one network compartment, one eBusiness test compartment, and one is eBusiness CM compartment, cloud manager compartment. So basically I am selecting this particular approach, non-shared compartments under sub compartment, right? So I'll also create three different groups, right? I'll also create three different groups. I'm going to create three different users, right? So how to create compartments, we'll be going through these steps one by one, right? So let me go through all of these steps, so then we will do one by one. So first you create three compartments, then you create three different groups. One is the network group, one is the eBusiness CM admin group, one is the eBusiness test group. Right, so then we are going to create policies, a few policies on each compartment, few policies on the root compartment, right? Few policies on the root compartment we need to create it, right? Then we are going to create three different users. One is the John Smith user, who is the owner of this Oracle eBusiness Cloud Manager. So we have to create that particular user. For that we need to go to service user console and go to identity and create the user John Smith, right? And we have to put him in this particular group called eBusiness CM admin group, eBusiness test DBA group, and the administrator group, right? And apart from that we are going to create two more users, two more users for network admin user, and also one eBusiness test admin user who will be taking care of the administrator of all the instances, right? So then we are going to create a VCN from the scratch. We are going to build it from the scratch, creating the VCN, creating the subnets, creating the gateways, creating the security list, right? All of them we are going to do it. So in order to create a VCN, you have to click the VCN cloud network, create VCN, give the CIDR range, right? Then we have to create internet gateway, route tables. We are going to create two route tables. We are going to create one for the cloud manager and one for the load balancer, right? Then we are going to create a security list, one for the cloud manager, and one for the load balancer. So we are going to create ingress rule, egress rules also. Finally we are going to create subnets, create subnets, we are going to create totally three subnets for this, one for the cloud manager and two for the load balancer. One subnet in one AD and another subnet in another AD. AD means availability domain, right? After this we are going to install the cloud manager. So we have this image readily available in the marketplace. So we just have to take the latest version. As of now it is 22.1.x, which is the latest one. Select in the which compartment you want, and it will hardly take 5 minutes, and it will take just 5 minutes to provision it, and you can log into it. right? You can log into it. And the next steps are configure the Oracle eBusiness Cloud Manager. So for that we need to log into the compute instance, create the passphrase, because the Oracle eBusiness Cloud Manager does not support API signing keys with passphrases. So you must generate a API signing key without a passphrase. So those steps we have to do this. And also we need to upload to that particular user, John Smith. We need to upload that API keys. Similarly, we also need to upload to the network user also the API keys. Then we need to create a load balancer. Before we can provision the cloud manager, we need to in advance we need to create a cloud manager. So these are the steps how you can create a cloud manager, right? If you want to create a demo certificate, a self-signed certificate, I just provided the steps if it's required. Right. So now you collect the user and the tenancy OSID details. So in order to get the tenancy OSID, you click the governance and administration, click the tenancy details and select it. Now you are ready to run the Oracle eBusiness Cloud Manager. In order to you are ready for the configuring the Cloud Manager. So for this, we need to run this particular script, perl configure.pl. I have just selected some random password, and you provide the details. It is going to ask whatever are marked. Whatever are marked, you need to provide all the details. Oracle eBusiness Cloud Manager admin user OSID, API key, tenancy OSID, right? Then it is going to ask you available groups from OCI are like eBusiness EM admin group. You need to provide them. Do you wish to use an existing load balancer? Yes, you need to choose that. Right, and after that you need to configure the IDCS integration with Oracle eBusiness Suite Cloud Manager. So for that, we need to follow few steps. We need to we have to create a group. We have to just create, no need to create a user because we already created the user. You just have to we just have to create a particular group, right? You create a group called IDCS my eBusiness CM and attach this particular user, John, to that particular user. So John Smith is been assigned to that particular group. And now you connect to the admin console and go to the security, right? And you have to add this particular user to that administrator group. So for that you click administrator and make him the application administrator. So add that user. Right, you have to because it's it should be an email ID, valid email ID. So you have to log into your system and activate your account, and you have to register this. Now you have to log in as log out and log in as John Smith, and you have to register this Oracle eBusiness Cloud Manager as a confidential application. So you log in as John Smith, verify that you are John Smith, and you go and here you add an application, confidential application. So provide the load balancer details, right? Load balancer details, select the options whatever is given, add couple of roles, and it is going to give us a client ID and a secret ID which is required in the next step. So you activate the confidential application, and now second time we need to run. Before that we should have the IDCS client tenant, which is nothing but this is the IDCS ID. So this is the entire URL. So from that you just have to pick up this. You have the client ID and the secret ID. So once you have this, you run and you enter all the details. So it will take some time, and with this we are done, right? So now you can log in as John Smith, but the thing is you cannot see the the network profiles been created. So for that there are a couple of other additional steps what we need to do. So for that you need to collect the network administrator OSID, right? You collect the OSID and you need to run the provision OCI network PL, right? So here you will provide the network user OSID and you configure it, so all the subnets and everything will be created for you, right? You perform all of these steps, then you're all ready to set and go. So now the installation is completed, you can log in, and in case if you want to restart the cloud manager, these are the steps what to be followed. So these are the complete steps which I have gone through. So in the next session we will implement all of these steps. Thanks for watching.